approach for the pistol round. 9Z have a strategy in mind. NQZ gonna throw the Molotov towards the top of Hut, and Vinny, a nice unorthodox angle here towards top of the coolers. He'll find one, a nice shot to David. Bolt's now combining it as well to find Buddha. A little bit more as these players are trying to funnel up and know they're caught in the choke points. A nice fadeaway shot from DGT, but can they get anything more? That's the question. They're still stuck behind those choke points, and that is the critical factor here. They can't get out. They can't get close with those clocks, which is really the winning recipe for them. So DGT has his work cut out for him as a result. He's gotten 2. It would be a 1 versus 4 ace clutch to win this pistol round. It just truly seems like an impossible situation.
He's got a low HP player in Bolts at second vent, so this is a winnable first engagement in what's now a 1-on-3. There is no real flank potential. Either Fallen swings out wide on Tetris, and DGT just can't do what they'd rather have.
Yep, up top of the silo, a very aggressive angle from Vinny there to put the cap on that bottleneck. Very well done to start things off with that kill on the pistol. But we're now in round number 2. No bomb plan, of course, necessitates a near full save. We have 1 P250 in the round. Fallen and Fur, though, are starting things off well at range. Again, the pistols really struggle here, unless they're deagles, of course, but none are present. Cello, a third. This should be a rather clean round. The FAMAS spray at range for Fur does indeed connect. It's just the P250, the most dangerous weapon.
How many smokes have been used to just stall out that push through Squeaky, though? It's 45 seconds, and there's been a smoke towards Squeaky every single second so far until now. Vinny's got one, but he burns alive, has to sacrifice himself. Fallen's holding the line next up, and the bomb goes down. Good trade from Max, but there's still 2 players here to hold. 1 in heaven, 1 on site, and down the vents is Cello, and he gets a gift from Max. NQZ goes down swinging, and Bolts cares
for free. Very well done from Imperials. Again, they just look steps ahead of 9Z. Fallen towards ramp now with the op is looking to shut down the pistols. He's found one. He has the support now. It looks like Imperial are going to get another convincing round victory as a result. And 9Z just stalled out, hoping for aggression. But again, Imperial, a veteran roster, they're not going to give away picks in a round like this.
No, they're not. They're not going to overextend. Fallen's also farming with the op. 11-2 right now, Nate. So he's having himself a moment. He had a very good performance as well in the earlier series. Fallen will shotgun off a second, make it a third on the round. Cello's coming from support, and there's the team play from Imperial. Fallen finds himself in a bit of trouble. Cello's right there, looking over his shoulder, keeps him alive.
Now, again, nomadic in his style, once again outside towards the yard. We do see an inside man, though. Down in the vents goes DGT, and he's actually trifling with perhaps going back up. I don't think they realize it either. Never mind, Fur's down below. Again, Imperial steps ahead of their adversaries. A nice free opening pick. A little bit of damage taken, actually a lot, excuse me, but still Fur's able to get away, and Vinny, now that the smoke furthers it. Buddha trying to find the pre-fire. He knew the player was there, but it doesn't matter. He doesn't win the duel. Vinny now all the way in, looks for a second, doesn't get it, but he does get lots of damage and, of course, information. Imperial looking to cap off an 8th now, and Fur rotating up around towards Secret. He's on low HP, it doesn't matter. He wants information, and he's confident. He's going to press forward. He might catch one. No, he's going to fall back before he actually goes for the angle. Instead, it's going to be Fallen holding a very tight angle towards the outside yard. Max dropping down, looks for something, but misses the spray, and Cello from afar finds 1, finds 2, finds...
From ADR. So... 9Z now going to try and force the issue. Go fast. Max Tech 9 up close. Vinny's just spamming blind at Tetris. He gets taken down. Bolts will burn or get put down by the Tech. It's Buddha and the Tech 9 to win that duel. Opening picks in an advantage here, but not for long. The nade comes through to silence DGT. Fur coming in from Mini as a smoke around, but he's got the silenced M4. Cello also on 8 HP in a vulnerable position, but the bomb is going down. It's a stressed plant here, and it's not exactly clean, but that's a huge win from NQZ. That'll be his first, and Buddha struck for another. It's down to Cello now with the op, and he might just be better served to save, because a 1-on-3 with the op and 8 HP not going to work out too well for you if you are Imperial. It looks like Cello is going to toss his hat into the ring, though, as he still is content to hang around in heaven. David's on the flank. I guess maybe he's wary of it, just going to do what damage he can. Buddha dodges that shot, and down goes Cello off the ladder into the waiting, getting a little more control of the A site.
Trying to again get out of these bottlenecks. This is where Imperial can really shut down the round, but now they're going down the vents. It doesn't matter. Fallen, a disgusting shot on a 1, and now the other ones are questioning their play. Buddha will drop Vinny, sure, but Fallen's found a second in the meanwhile, and he's slowly slinking in now towards the hut to get more room. Fur finally strikes in the outside yard. He catches that player lurking around, and so it's just 1. It's Buddha. He's found a kill, but he needs 3 more to win this round, and Fallen already knows where he is. Doesn't matter. Buddha's quick on it. Maybe giving himself an opportunity here. Spots another Buddha. A nice tap onto Fur, and he's made it possible. A 1 versus 3. The bomb is down, but Cello is very far away from the situation. If Buddha can read this, he can get the bomb, he can get the plant, and a very solid position here in the 1 versus 1. It's a big opportunity. The question is, will he be quick enough? It doesn't look like it. Cello, bottom of the vents, is going to wait. He's going to see if Buddha gets in his own head. If he goes down the vents, it will not be the case, though. Plant instead going down on the A site. Buddha dances now delicately. Cello, full HP versus the 60 of Buddha. Going to slowly peek a right-handed angle. It's in his favor, but no. Is on the double op setup. He's towards the ramp. The op might feel nomadic, but no, it's actually a double op setup this time around for the side of Imperial. Cello, first at bat. Misses the opportunity, but we'll get a second crack. Got a nice shot for. In the meanwhile, drops Max as well, and Fallen is now here to support his secondary opper. He's holding the cross. He's keeping these players at bay, and to go for the peek in the flames. He'll miss the shot. Will he get away? Yes, he will with 10 HP, and Cello will fill in the holes, finding the kill, once again dropping the bomb and giving his team a massive opportunity. NQZ beginning to wake up, though, does find one in response, but they still have to disentrench the primary. They still have to disentrench Fallen, and even when he's blind, he's still hitting shots. It's disgusting. Just NQZ, the operative 9Z, in the 1v4. These players are tagged short, but he has the op, and he's not very so inclined to go for this round for
decisions they're making in the mid-round.
I'm kind of scared because mid-round has just been so perfect for Imperial. Fallen again, lining them up, not getting the outright collateral, but still doing a tremendous amount of damage. These players are walking in short, but he has support now. Cello finds one, Fallen another. David does offer some resistance, but these players have a combined total of, what, 41, 47 HP, and now make that just 31 for DGT. Fallen taking down David. DGT, he's been in so many of these 1vx situations. He did find the victory once in a 1v2, but I think this one on the final round of the half is too much to ask, especially with the bomb dropped as.
Looking for some aggression from 9Z, which is not truly fully come, but now here it is. Max creeping around, and he's got the first shot. Vinny will trade, but there's a start, at least something to kick things off in the kill department for 9Z.
Wise call from Imperial, hold for the pushes. Again, they know 9Z are truly desperate at this point, right? It's 2-13. Sure, they've come back from very disparate scorelines. Again, that 7-14 in the opening round versus 0-0 Nation. But this does feel like a truly impossible situation, especially if you're a younger 19 player. David up close. You don't expect the USP to really shine here, but it does, at least with the novelty of the angle. Bolts does fall. That's the bomb drop as well. And NQZ finds another. Fallen out the doors, does find one, but it's chipped away to a paltry 6. It's him and Vinny in the 2v3, and Buddha finds one. Fallen now with the Glock finds a single. We have well done for Max, though, to get away down towards Secret. Now Imperial truly have their work cut out for them. They have a P250, they have a Scout. They have a lot to do. The Scout nearly hits the flick, but no, it's the M4 at range to get the one-shot headshot. No head armor makes this difficult. Max now harvesting the cash, and 9Z beginning to wake up here, but keep in mind this is just pistols. Vinny, a parting gift. He does drop Max at long last, that player out in the yard, but he's being punched in upon NQZ. There's still no actual contact proper taken, right? It looks like Imperial are trying to starve 9Z of information. It won't work in the early round, though. NQZ now at long last does find the opening. Cello taken down, and Imperial, where do they go now? That's the question. It looks like they're beginning to rotate around over towards A. They're trying to probe their way out of the door. Fallen taking point with the AK. But the MP9 up close, catches the player without a helmet, finds 2 in a
forward here. Again, they can't really afford to lose the rounds, but it does make their reinvestments easier. They haven't even gotten the op out for NQZ, but now it's a fast 8 pop. David has gone down early, but Buddha has tried to hold the line. He's gotten at least one. Now the rotation is down towards B. It's a bit of a fake. It's a double play. The bomb is going to be planted down on the lower site with Fallen sitting in towards ramp room. NQZ aware of the possibility. The bomb is going to begin ticking away momentarily. Fallen still that snake in the grass, that critical linchpin on the hold now for Imperial, but Bolts has gone down first. Cello swings into the ramp, and he is dropped. Fallen now with pretty much it all to do. Fur coming down the vents as well. Fallen does get one, but only one, leaving it down to Fur coming to decontamination. This is where the Flawless really helps out. The defuse will not come through. Fur's got a chance with the tech, but he's only got... Looks like a lobby crunch, maybe an A play here from Imperial, though. David's in a dangerous spot. And he gets out behind the smoke. He's played one for... And he's only going to get one. This opens up the round, but DGT, trying to stabilize things from Mini, has almost gotten himself a second.
Lots of damage done. He's still kicking as well. That's the most important factor here. He now has support rolling in from heaven as well. The op of NQZ, though, is going to have a very difficult time approaching this site without support. He has to make sure he approaches in a timely manner. Plant will go down backside at long last. That was the main goal for Imperial in this round with the pistols and that MAC-10. Now the main goal is damage. Fur finds one. Now it's doable. 3 versus 2. They're still kind of stuck in the site, though. It's still a very dicey post-plant situation. MQZ is going to walk forward. He gets one, not the second. Fur, a nice flick to find the trade, and that leaves DGT again in the clutch. This time on the CT side. They'll spot one, but it's the tech.
That play by David, too, to work around that smoke double, following it up with a nade, that is one of the best heads-up plays I've seen in a long time. That was great. Max is in trouble, though, as David has gone down first, and there, Max gets backstabbed. It's another 5-on-3, but NQZ brings it back, and Buddha up on top of Hut. He has been a blessing for 9Z here, has brought it to a level 3-on-3 as well. Vinny tagged down to 3 HP, still hunting around it. NQZ is going down the vent. The smoke will guise off the vision and let him disappear down, but Fur is waiting. It does not matter. Buddha's picked off Vinny, and NQZ now meets Fallen. There's a 1-on-2 opportunities. The bomb ticks down for Fallen, much more winnable now than a 1-on-3. DGT with a Molotov, though, can flush Fallen out of position back silo. Gets spotted out, and DGT.
What should be happening right now, and this does bode well for the round going forward.
But what if Vinny gets a couple here? He's lurking
on
on top
smoke
outside. And that's Buddha, who's been so strong for 9Z. But DGT, he's got a lineup for 2, but he only is able to get 1. It's a 2-on-4 now. Imperial have to win this round. They cannot lose it. And Vinny, he's going to get the lurker outside. He's going to do his job to a T. And NQZ will be forced to save. Imperial will grab match point before 9Z can. And this is what Oplana were unable to, or sorry, excuse me, 00 Nation were unable to do. They were unable to get themselves to that match point. Oh, NQZ's just got scoped. He can't see it. Fallen's got to get this kill. He will. And there is NQZ towards J-Hall with the op as well. The nade. It'll do a ton of damage on the cello and bolts. That's a good one. But they're giving up this ramp control now. But they'll go back for it, playing a bit of a different angle. Bait and switch, DGT with 1. NQZ's trying to do the damage, but he cannot really land those shots. He's missing his opportunities, but DGT is still tucked in the corner. NQZ taking all this damage, but Fur lurking outer yard can do something, as DGT has pretty much won this round, at least the ramp fight. Fur has spotted one out, and there goes Max. He was such a hero in the last round. He can only do nothing. He can do no more in this one. And Fur, this outer yard lurk, Nate. This is where this round could turn on its head and back to the favor of Imperial.
Good, but it is being watched for with a player top Hut. That's Buddha, if I'm not mistaken, holding the heaven wrap. And Fur's already low on HP. This should be a victory for him in this off angle towards the top of the door. David as well finds the timing now, drops Fallen. 1/2 of this lobby crunch, and Buddha, there we go, chimes in, dropping Fur. Just bolts 50 HP, and around the smoke, there's missions. They just did it in round number 1. They are veteran enough to realize what's going on, and now Imperial realize they have to kind of go for it, but the Molotov is perfectly thrown to stymie the Hut press. David goes 1 for 1.
What?
Cello trades with the MP9 again, goes unchecked for Buddha. He finds one and he dances around looking for a second, doesn't quite get it, but NQZ in the meanwhile chimes in. Fallen and bolts though, want to hold it down. 3 between them leaves just DGT, the ramp player in the 1v2. He has a Galil and an M4 to unseat now and a bomb to defuse on top of that. The question is, will the timing be in his favor? He's walking forward, he's not looking towards the back of the silos, but it looks like he's gotten by. Oh, this is so dicey. Times everything. He finds the first, the second now. He knows he's not on the site. Perfectly thrown Molotov towards Fallen, and that might just do it. Fallen has no choice. He has to allow the fact that the bomb is being faked, and to get that home field advantage. The issue is Imperial, different set play. They're wrapping on the outside yard. NQZ is wise to this, but he's on low HP, as he mentioned. This angle is the best he could ask for, but keep in mind he is stuck in the back corner. And these players are indeed just dancing around it. They don't want to deal with it. NQZ spots them, though. Doesn't get the kill, but he does get the spot, and Max is there. He finds one, and he knows it's a second lurking as well. He knows it's the op of Fallen as well, if I'm not mistaken. Vinny, though, is going to split in. DGT is here, though. Max finds that. Fallen finds the trade, but DGT totally unexpected. He finds the trade back and maintains the advantage. 4 versus 2. Bolts and Cello funneled in towards the B site now, and David's already lurking in towards decontamination. A blindside on the bolts before he even starts planting, no less. That just leaves Cello. David in control now down below. There's a fast rotation if needed towards the ramp, and Max is behind them. You mentioned this earlier, and this is perfectly timed. He spots one.
Gosh.
He's going to spot a second.
He saw the bomb.
So much information. 1 kill. Might not know the players in the vents, but it doesn't matter. He has so much control here. Vinny will find one on the AK on the NQZ. The op is taken down, but what a shot from Max. Not the second. Fer gets the trade with the Tech 9. A bit of chaos, but Buddha's now down towards Decon, as is his teammate David. They're going to spam. No such luck, though. Cello on 46 HP is just behind the silo. He'll find one, but it's a trade from Buddha. 2v2, excuse me. So a player towards the double doors and a player in the back calls. Fur runs forward and hopes of spamming him down. Does some damage, but doesn't get the kill. He's just trying to deny the defuse. Buddha now spamming. It's his turn, and he will not miss. It's now Fallen, the IGL 1v2. And he has to do it all. He swings in, finds the first. The second is tagged as well. He's just going to rely on the fact that he's not sticking. Time is becoming a factor, and Fallen will make his move. It is being stuck. Fallen gets the timing, though. He will secure.
Have to finish it off. You can get the tap-in opportunity, but you got to put it between the sticks, man. You got to get the goal. You can set yourself up for it, but if you don't score, it doesn't matter. For only one. Buddha was traded out as he also took down Cello, but NQZ right there for the response. The B site open, but the rotations are there. DGT lurking outside. Could catch off Fallen. Vinny and Bolts are stuck in secret, and now Fallen, very wounded, almost taken out. The spray through the wall. It's DGT to bring it to a 4-on-2. Imperial still have a mind to go for this, but through the smoke, Vinny is felled, and Bolts, the last one standing, creeping through single door. Will get one from decontamination and a second as well. Two more to go when he swapped to a fresh gun. Molotov's off single, but David pushes through. I think even with one, 9Z still have a shot given how strong their CT side was.
Oh, Fallen.
He spotted the util, but he doesn't get the kill. Cello that was there to trade. That's a bomb. This could turn the whole round on its head, but David has traded it back. Vinny has fallen. But again, they have to recover the bomb, and there's two players here. Cello crossing through as well, but he is being watched for. He is tagged, and now has been forced to retreat to Vending Machine Trophy Room. Fallen still on the angle, dodges the flash, but Fur has fallen in the meantime. They are hemorrhaging players now, just the two players in Trophy are left. And Nate, this could be the second on the board for 9Z. What a turnaround it would be. Buddha hops for the bomb! He's grabbed it, and then QZ up top! He's got both! 9Z! Can he reach out and take it? He's gone the other direction. He spots one. He spots two. He spots three. And he's got them all. He drops the bomb out her yard. It's down to Vinny. It's down to Fallen. 9Z, 2 kills from taking down Imperial and moving to 2-0. The nade. It's done damage on the Fallen. He knows he's there. David helps out. Vinny in a 1-on-5. Stuck out in ramp. He cannot do much from this position. He's got an A1S. No utility. No teammates. And a fleeting dream. 9Z are so close to victory here. And this would be the scenes, Nate. 9Z back-to-back 14-7 comebacks against 0-0 Nation, and then Imperial to go into the 2-on-2 side of the bracket, or 2-0 side, excuse me, of the bracket here in the Swiss stage. Imperial, your hopes are on your youngest player, who was as old as the oldest player on 9Z, I would like to add. NQZ taken down. The shadow shows he knows the second guy's there. But David's there for the trade. And 9Z have finished off Imperial.
And look at the coach. We talked about it before. He had his head in his hands at, like, I think the halfway point, even before